So in this, I'm going to read from Isaiah chapter 6, and these were collected so that I could prove that what these people are doing to me is right in the Bible. So this is chapter 6 in the King James Version Bible in Isaiah. This is Isaiah's vision and commission. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole world is full of his glory. And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one over the seraphim unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go and tell this people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten, as a teil tree, as an oak, whose substance is in them. When they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. I wonder if it has a sublet for this. So 6:4, Isaiah recounts his original call to the prophetic ministry, dating it from the year that King Uzziah died, 740 BC. With the death of godly Uzziah, Judah's golden age was fast slipping away. No human leader appeared on the scene to reverse the decadence that had begun during Uzziah's final years of isolation due to leprosy. At this crucial hour, the prophet's attention was turned to God himself, the true sovereign in the affairs of men. A throne refers to the throne of heaven. You can see Revelations 4:2. His train refers to his royal robes. Seraphim is the burning ones, the 6-winged angelic creatures that continually fly in the presence of God, declaring his holiness. Holy, holy, holy is threefold declaration of God's person, and may be taken as a suggestion of the Trinity. Note that when God speaks, he uses the plural pronoun us. And then in 6:5, Isaiah's confession, having seen God in the full glory of his holiness, Isaiah pronounces the prophetic woe upon him. This was a legal charge meaning ruined or dead. His self-evaluation was, I am done. From Hebrew, dima, meaning to be dumb or silent. Thus his response was a statement of total self-condemnation. I am dead, I am speechless, recognizing that he has no legitimate excuse for himself. He further realizes that he is unclean, defiled, or polluted. This self-evaluation is made in the light of the fact that he has seen the King, the Lord of hosts. The heavenly King is identified as Yahweh himself, who is called the Lord of hosts in times of Isaiah and 261 times throughout the Old Testament. You can see the note in 1 Samuel 1:3, then 6:7 or 6:6 to 7 is Isaiah's consecration, Isaiah's confession of his personal sin brought to the response of God's cleansing to equip him for service to the Lord. The altar was the place of blood sacrifice called by later rabbinic writers the paraclete, or place of expiation or intercession. The coal has no redemptive ability of its own, but is symbolic of the efficacy of the burnt offering consumed on the altar. Thus Isaiah's sin was purged, cleansed. In 6:8, Isaiah's call, Isaiah states that he heard the voice of the Lord asking whom he shall send and who will go for us. The plural pronouns are used here as in Genesis 1:26 to refer to the triune God. The prophet himself is now a changed man, having his burden of guilt and worry removed. He spontaneously volunteers, saying, "Here I am, send me." His consecration by God prepared him to answer God's call to service. 6:9 through 13 is Isaiah's commission. God warns Isaiah that his ministry, for the most part, will fall upon deaf ears. The syntax of the sentence indicates that "hear ye" indeed means keep on hearing. Thus Judah will continue hearing, but not heeding the prophet's warning. Make the heart fat, ears heavy, and shut their eyes indicates that the more he preaches, the more the people will harden themselves to his message until the Babylonian captivity, after which only 1/10 of them shall return. I'm going to stop there. I think that is really apparent in just how when you go to the Lord and you place upon the Lord these things that are happening and you're coming clean, you are being purged, that these people that now are coming up against you and against your ministry are going to make their hearts fat, their ears heavy, and shut their eyes. So that's what my message is here. And I hope you guys like this message. This I didn't really understand as I read it, so I'm glad I have this Bible because it helps me understand what I'm reading. Anyway, if you like my message, please support my work, and I'll continue reading later.